Right, Dutchy's coming round the... I don't even know what corner this is. Give me a second guys, let me set up everything. Nothing about this track. He's taken up a lot of the track here, Damo is. He's currently in P14, I think. I haven't been in this game for so long. You can hear the brakes making a noise. He executes the corner kinda good. Not the worst I've seen. Comes into his corner, tastes the whole entire corner inside. Perfect corner there. Late on the brake. A little bit of movement from the rear there. Pushing the track limits though. Don't know how he didn't invalidate there. He ran the last couple of turns here. He's now P15, I think. Yeah, he's P15. Can he set a time on the board? What will it be? It will be a 1:48 flat, which puts him into P5 now. This guy's invalidated. This guy just went onto a lap. So Smiley? I don't know how to spell that. Anyway, number 76 is going onto a lap. He's currently in P15. Taken a lot of it. No, he's not on a lap anymore. Okay, we've just been watching someone use this. Dagon 10, number 47, is 2 seconds and 3/10 up on his time. Pushing track limits, come over the line. Where will that put him? That will put him on pole position. As he sits there, going in for a call up, I think. He's a medal. Rabin is how much? 2 tenths up on his time. He lost some time coming out of that corner. Taking wide, taking it into the side here. A little bit closer to the curve, and he would make it some time, but can't go through. Hits the sausage curve, as I like to call them. Comes round, doesn't take the curve like the other people, but he does improve by 3 tenths, so it puts him into P3. Yeah, we've got PayPal on a lap. I'm pretty sure he's on a lap anyway. We've got 7 minutes, just under 8 minutes of this qualifying left until we get onto the race. Capel coming up the corner here. Can't tell if he's on the hot lap or not. He is 3 tenths up, so I think he is on the hot lap, so he's staying on. Perfect camera angle here. He's taking those high risk curves, he's getting inside those corners, taking those key needs to improve. He's currently 3 tenths up, coming into the last sector here. And he runs wide and he invalidates. Okay. 2 minutes. Okay, he's setting a lap, I think. No, yeah, he's definitely saying that. So Cohen comes across, he goes off the track, goes across the right lines, it doesn't validate. And that would be P7 for him. Does he go for a double push lap? That's the question. I feel like he will. He's 1/10 up on his time. Someone's moved out of the way for him. Good racecraft there for or race. I don't know, but something about that. He's currently 2/10 up. He's sitting in P8 right now, looking pretty good. I forgot to see the time. I can't even see the timetable. So. 4/10 up on his time. You need to start in the top 5 here to get a clean start to the race, I think. Or you're just going to be behind all that traffic and it's going to make the race 10 times harder, trust me. 3/10 up, coming into the last sector. He brakes later this time, boosting another 2/10 up. Touches the curve, takes the inside line. Does he touch this curve? No, he does not. He goes out a little bit. Lost some time. Scrapes the gravel. He's 7/10 up right now. Stays away from the stoppage curve, which is good. Goes off the curve and you massive ahead. Takes the inside. Flat out through the flag. And that puts him in imposing position in T3. So that will be a good lap for him. Led in P11 right now. He's just under 1/10 up. Moving into the corner. What will he do? Runs wide and he invalidates. Is there anyone else on that? This guy's 11 seconds down. He's on his in that. He's invalidated. This guy's on that though. Dagon is on another lap. Brakes late. He's in P1 right now. He's 1/10 up coming into this corner. Gets a worst accident top lap that he did. That got him into that pole position. Equal in this time right now. Nearly got to the half-10th improvement, but slid back down. Coming into his corner, got 2/10 and went equal again. Okay. Will we see an improvement from this guy? Comes down the last corner. Takes the curve. We will not see an improvement from this guy. This guy is 1/10 up. Red Baron. We haven't looked at this guy I'm pretty sure that he's in P5 right now. He's doing pretty good in the crown. Entering the last sector, late on the brake, turned a little bit too early, but did improve. 2/10. Brakes late, touches the curve. Not many people touch the curve there. Loses 2/10 on corner exit. Takes the inside, improves by 2/10. Done something right there. Skinned the sausage curve. A little bit of sliding into that corner. Comes round the final corner though. Will it be just slight improvement? No, he will equal his time. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Dutchy, I'm gonna say. Dutchy on to the final corner. It's 2/10 right now. Comes round that corner, takes the inside like everyone else. Doesn't touch the curve though. Does improve by 2/10, which will keep him in P3. We return to garage. Lev is 2/10 up. Coming into the final corner, he 1/10, but loses a little bit of time. Takes the curve, gets back up to 2/10, nearly 3/10 up. That'll put him P12 on the board. Okay, right, here we go. I'm just going to say pass. Pass goes through, 9 temps up, puts him into P10, I'm pretty sure, what's the point leaderboard thing for this? Isn't just the same as like just P10 gets points? I don't know. But I'll have a look into that now. But he does put himself into P10. A lot of people using the same livery here. Honda is 3 temps up. He's running a nice livery here. He's currently P6 Honda. He's running that McLaren with the white livery. Kinda looks like the Red Bull livery for the Japan Grand Prix this weekend. So he comes into the end of sector 2 here, pushes the car onto the curve. Oh, what did I just do? Rides the inside curve here, loses a little bit of time. He's now just 1/10 up, nearly 1.5. Drops down to first gear, still improved by 1/10. Will he be able to keep that? Will he gain some through here? Takes the inside line, gains 1/10. Oh, a little bit of misjudgment from the car there. 6 temps up though, coming into the final corner, 5 temps up. Will he be able to improve? Will he be able to get to the top 5? He crosses the line, and that's P4 for Honda, and that was a 146.3. He's into the pit, he's on a full lap. Red Baron is on another lap. Oh, but he invalidates again. I swear he always invalidates when I watch him. Anyway, moving on. Who's putting in their last qualifying lap? He's invalidated. He failed. He's invalidated. Honda might go for another one here. Definitely looks like it. So it runs by touch the goal, and that's his qualifying over. So that's your grid for today. Dagon goes first in that Ford. Then Phoenix in the Porsche. Dutchai? I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. But Dutchai in P3 in the Lexus. Honda P4 with the McLaren, Patton P5 with the McLaren, Jonathan in P6 with the Porsche, Red Baron with the McLaren, P8, Damer with the McLaren. Session's ended, we're just waiting for everyone here. Okay, right, there's a 5 minutes break, guys. I will... How do I do this? I'll pause the broadcast for you, so you don't have to sit on one screen. But, we're looking for a good race today. Timetables... Let's go to the qualifying. Let's review, actually. The lap time's really quick. Okay, let me turn my microphone up, guys. Let me just figure out how to turn my mic audio up. On mic, adjust level. Okay, okay. Right, that should be good enough. Is this high enough, guys? Sorry, man, it's okay. Alright. This is really good. It's like an odd key. Dagon in P1 right now. You can see the other cars in the rear view mirror. he's gonna have so much pressure from P2, from Phoenix when he gets off the line. But it's going to be a 5 minute break. Luckily, I got Pepsi Max with me and Dubby, sponsor of a stream, but you know, both sponsor my league, either one. Sorry, I did not mean to make that noise while drinking. A little bit embarrassing. I reckon we're going to have pretty strong battles across the grid here. Okay, right. How am I going to say this name? Daddy Cool, okay. Right. Daddy Cool starting in P9. You know, I was really surprised at Honda's performance. I haven't commentated in this league before, but at the first, I thought he was like a midfield guy. But after that qualifying lap, he really showed what pace he had around this track. So I'm really excited to see what Honda does today. Dagon has had good pace actually. Oh, okay, I got rid of everything on the screen. I don't think there's a way. I just clicked replay. Oh my god. Anyway, so where were we? We were doing something, I know that. You know, I really wish we could have like a free fall camera where you can just like turn it around. Because this camera angle is really annoying. There's a big board in the way, so I can't see anything. The camera does look good though. I can't remember what this livery's called. Wasn't it like was it performance or something? I remember seeing this. You've gotta respect deliveries, they look good, they look really good. I like this one. The kind of looks like the Mercedes 2021 car, kind of. It's like, when did they have that Pride month in F1? It was like, wasn't it like 2023, like in COVID? Because I'm pretty sure Mercedes still had the black car in 2023. Oh, 30 seconds till the start. We have a 1 formation lap starting here. We're gonna give the drivers a chance to get those essential heat into the inner of the tyres and the outer surface of the tyres to allow more grip, and maybe one with the brakes as well. That would be pretty useful into the first corner. Obviously I haven't drove this track much. I do play this game, but it's not this track, so where's the braking points? I don't know, but Dagon leads the formation lap. Not putting too much heat. I think they have to go a certain speed here. Look at that camera angle. Take a picture of that. But Dagon will lead the formation lap. Those cars look so good. Oh my god. The good thing about the formation lap is that the drivers get to really get into the car, really get to focus on the race. Especially after that 5 minutes break, when you had that extended period of time not in the rig, I guess, if you were going to do like your business or get a drink. But yeah, it's really... One person's in the pit, okay. Starting from pit lane maybe? don't know if they can. Obviously I haven't played in this lobby before, so I don't know how to do it. P3, looking for podium today, Dutch Ayers. Qualifying pace looks strong. Actually, where's our race leader? Race leader is just leaving everyone behind there. See him warming up his tyres. Where's P2? P2 is in the pit. P3 also warming up his tyres. All these drivers will be looking to get a podium today, or just win the race. P2 in the pits, get P1 up on the board. We're going to spectate the front fight first, as they make their way back to the pits. As you see, Dagger move to his box allocated to his starting position. That's a very honest look. And it's lights on, away we go! I did not know you didn't... Okay, well, we'll take it. Right. Dagger gets a good launch here. Good initial launch actually, coming into the first turn. No pressure from P2 over here. Where's P2? P2 did stop on the pit lane. He is now in P6. P2 is Korean, I think that it's a Jonathan, sorry. GT3 cars this series is the MSC League. Definitely go join them if you're into GT3 cars. But coming into this race, looking to survive the 44 minutes of racing in the podium position. P4 there, Dutch Eye. Don't know what happened to him. He started on P3, but I think he lost the position to Honda. He started in P5. I think. I'm pretty sure they have to change their tyres once race. Could be wrong. P10 here, behind his brother McLaren. This will be an interesting one. Obviously there's no DRS or ERS in this, so it's just pure pace of this car, or these cars, sorry. As we look at the top three, P1 my dash into them. P1 is 3.1 seconds ahead of him. No, P1 is 1.8 seconds ahead of Jonathan. Jonathan 3 seconds up on his lap time. P16 is in, so Phoenix is in the last right now. 1.5 seconds behind Smiley. P7 right now is Cable. 1.4 seconds behind Z2. 1.4. Oh, and a spin! And Kapal goes into the wall, dropping him down to P10, P11 now. What is he doing? he returns to pit. And that moves Phoenix. No, who was it? Oh, and Honda got into P3. Big move there. And another car went off the track. Oh my god. I don't know who that was. I think it was Dutch guy going off the track there. Yeah, Capel in the pit. Being lapped now, I think. Phoenix all over this McLaren. The McLaren dives into the pits. Can we see why? Does he have damage? I don't think he has any damage. Don't think he has a penalty either. No pit crew. Car to his right and left. No pit crew, just staying there. Okay. I'm at MP8 right now. 2.2 seconds behind the next person. Honda's doing P3, 1.5 seconds of Dutch guy, and 1.3 seconds behind Jonathan. Sorry if I pronounced these names wrong. Sociopath, sorry, is in the pits, coming out of it now. Yeah, Honda's really chasing down P2 right now. Lev is off the track. 5.7 seconds behind P11, which is daddy cool. P13 is 2.5 seconds away. As Lev drives the Aston Martin through the corners. Not the best race we've seen, but we can't really trust them. We don't know how new they are. Here we are, Jonathan, Honda 0.3 behind now. Gets really close to the rear of him. Will there be a position swap? Does the McLaren have more pace than the Porsche on this track? The McLaren goes in to the inner side of the corner. The Porsche sticks out. Meanwhile, Dutch are catching up to Jonathan, now 2.5. He's 1.7 behind Honda. Honda 0.8 behind now, falling behind after that nearly close incident with the rear of Jonathan, sorry. Phoenix in P10, 12 seconds clear to P11, which was Lev, and 2.4 seconds away from Fadled. Let's see. Red Baron in P5 right now, trailing behind Chai, who is 0.4 ahead of him. I think he ran the win. Also, McLaren had a straight line speed, or did he have more straight line speed than the Lexus in front of him? Trying to get on that slipstream here. The Lexus still pulling away. Late on the brakes, looking for the inner. Takes the optimal path here. Some dirt goes into his airflow, I think. And Lexus keeps out on top, building it full. Lexus is lagging a little, getting down some space to build with. I'm getting a little bit too greedy there on the corner, a little bit impatient with trying to try. He really wants to secure that 2-4 right now. they have got 35 minutes remaining, maybe most of about 10 minutes now. I might get a track warning for he's looking on the inside. Tries to send it, slams on the brakes though. He's getting a little bit too desperate here. Still tries definitely under some pressure. And the McLaren takes too much of the curves and slides the rears, losing about 5 tenths to the try. They quickly regain that time through these corners. The McLaren just needs to sit back, relax, and he just needs to stick with it until he messes it up. That's all he needs to do, and he'll get P4. So that was nearly 1 second slower than Dutch try. Let's check on the front units here. So we actually missed the overtake that Honda did, so they were catching way too fast at the back, so we had to watch it. Honda's now in P2. He saw 1.2 seconds gap to Jonathan. He was originally in P2. Let me have a look for you guys. Where's P1? P2 is 10 seconds behind P1. Something tells me this guy likes his car. Something tells me he likes it. And he does have the fastest lap right now, 144.9. He has that free air as well. The cars aren't close in front of him, no cars behind him. He has that space to risk the car on those high risk curves a little bit more, to just gain his extra few tenths of a second for the fastest lap here. So he's in a really good position. Who else do we have to look at? What's the indication at the top of my screen? Cinder's in the pits. So in this pit stop early, because we know there's a pit window. Phoenix is right behind him. Demo looks to go on the outside, couldn't get the power on early enough. Goes the track, might be a warning, not quite sure. Stays inside line, he's gaining some time, putting the pressure on, and that makes Phoenix mess up, puts a corner. No, not Phoenix, sorry. Swerve, Phoenix makes the overtake. What a brilliant overtake that was. By Phoenix, securing P8. 2 seconds faster than the car behind. Babbled behind Damo now. 0.3. Will we see another overtake on Damo? Or Demir? I don't know, sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. But Damo is getting close, he goes wide, a little bit too desperate here. Does create an opportunity for the Ford though. All the Ford needs to do is keep applying that pressure. We saw that Demo can brake under pressure, like mess up. We saw it last lap on the final corners of the lap. We saw with the pressure he messes up. Same here, he lost the rear a little bit there. Coming into this corner though. Takes it fine. He can easily get there. But does he get a better exit? No, a little bit slower exit than Demo trying to just pull away from this guy, he doesn't want the pressure. Let's go check up on our friends in the front runners. P3 is still Jonathan. Honda has pulled away by about a second now. P4 Dutch tried chasing down Jonathan, just 6 tenths behind. P2 is Honda, like I said. P1 is currently 13 seconds in front of him. And Jonathan is now 2 seconds behind. Let's see, who's in P5 right now? P1's doing good though. Has clear air in front of him. No one in front of him, only someone behind him. But that should be P12. Should be able to gap him easily. I don't see a problem in what he's doing here. Half an hour left of this race. Valid in P9, 5 seconds behind Phoenix. Demo is just 1.1 seconds behind. And I think we missed this overtake, as we do the usual ones. Yellow there. Okay, I don't know why there's a yellow. Okay. That's probably that's probably why. Okay. There's a yellow sector in what sector is that? Yeah, there's a yellow sector here, making everyone bunch up. From P2 all the way down to about I want to say P5, P8 here. But it does allow Jonathan to catch up a little bit to P2 here. Just 7 tenths now. And there's another yellow flag sector. Drivers are going to have to calm down a little here if they don't want to get a penalty. And it's green flag. Coming out of that corner. Undertaking his highest because he wants to pull away from Jonathan here. He knows he has the pace. He knows he has the confidence to do that. It's just a matter, does Jonathan have the same confidence and pace? Z2 goes into the pits, trying to serve his pit window. P1's doing okay. I'm interested in when P1 actually pits. Great control under his forward here. Travelled is in P7 with 4 seconds ahead of Demar. Or Demar, I don't know. Phoenix with 7.5 seconds, 7.4, 7.3. He's catching rapidly, to be fair. If he keeps on his pace, he will be able to catch him within 4, I don't know. I was 6 or 8 laps. P11 is now chasing down Z2. He came out of the pits, I think. We saw him pit a couple of laps back, but we now see him fighting Camo 4P10 here. That'll be an interesting battle to watch. P1 is now 10 seconds behind P14 and 21 seconds, 18 seconds ahead of P2. The man now catching up with P7, which is Favelled. 5.6, 5.5. Levitt has dropped by 2.9 seconds. Oh my god, the names are just glitching. There's a lot of battles. Battle's now 4 times behind. There's a long train here. The one thing you don't want to do is overtake in this train, because if you lose everyone, that's where the slipstream done. Personally, I would overtake, because I'm an idiot. When it comes to racing. But yeah, the gap's increasing and decreasing. Obviously because he's behind, he's going to adjust his braking distance a little more to suit the car in front. But right now, Brown's looking good. I don't know if he made... No, he has one more pit stop to go. Or one pit serve to go. So that'll be interesting to see. Oh, down in the outside he looked for, couldn't get it. Does he get double switch back here? So close to contact. Round the outside, can he keep it? No, he can't. No, the McLaren takes the corner with more downforce. But the Ford comes in handy with the speed here. Tries to go around the outside again. Didn't work last time. I don't know why he did it again. Maybe he felt the need to, but we never know. Ford again, speed bonus. When the McLaren has more downforce here. And it's pretty equal battle. The Ford has the straight line speed. He looks for the outside. He needs to go for the inside. If he always goes for the outside, he's just going to get done by the McLaren. Really strong battle here. Coming into this turn, Ford just behind the McLaren, getting that slipstream down the straight, going to increase his top speed here. Will he look for the inside into this corner? Yes, he will. He goes for the inside. He brakes later. Does he stick it? The McLaren runs a little wider. Off the track goes the McLaren. And through goes Camo. Sorry? I've just ruined that moment. But Z2 goes down into P10. Camo goes up into P9. With 5.6 seconds to chase P13. To lap him. Let's see, Dana, whatever his name is. Number 53 got a drive through. Let's find number 53 here. I changed anything, there's number 53. There it is. Capel got a drive through, so he will have to serve that. Will he serve it this lap? Oh, getting a little aggressive there. He does dive into his pit lane. Pit limiter already on, wasting so much time. Okay, right, he just fed into the pit lane, we'll ignore that. Yeah, he's just looking to serve his drive-through here. He still needs to, yeah, no. He's going to pit and do his time serving pits as well. He's going to serve his drive-through later. John has been down into P5. Don't know what went wrong for him, but obviously had some performance dip. Everyone now lapping Capel, who's in P15. And number 53 also gets a stop and go of 30 seconds. So obviously something was under investigation and he got found blamed for that incident. Wheel to wheel with Honda here for P2 Bowners. Down the inside, Honda leaves a little bit too much room there, a little bit too much to slow him down. Honda does look to stick for the move though, wants his P2 back. Doesn't quite get there before the apex, but does keep behind his brother in the McLaren, as he's now 0.5 behind. I'm just really asked to commentate. 1.5. Capel in front of Phoenix in P6. Capel does have a stop and go 30-second penalty. So I'm curious when he's going to do that. Honda's still in P3. Baron is pulling away from Honda. Getting the 10th on that, 2 tenths on that corner. So Sociopath lap time is 3 tenths lower than his best lap time here. Let's see. Some drivers still have their pit stop to make. And Capel is back on the gravel. I'm not quite sure what happened to him there. I don't think safety cars are a thing in this game. But that would be Capel entering the track. Phoenix into the pit. P1 right behind him here. He does dive into pits to serve his... No, P9, sorry, that was P9 lapping him. And he does dive into pits to serve his stop and go for speeding into the pit lane.
Mark. Keep pushing.
Halfway through the race, apparently. Okay. You know, he still needs to serve his pit stop, so it's not looking good for Capel here. He's one position off last place. He's gonna do his stop and go for 30 seconds. We'll check back on him later. Yeah, no, he stops in his box and stop and go penalty. Jonathan is P5. Oh, he touches the gravel. Pushing a little bit too hard here. I think let them fight because you see Honda going a little bit wider on these turns here, in the pressure from pit track. Honda goes into the pits to serve his pit window. Enters the pit in the correct manner. Let's actually check on his stop and go penalty. Do we get any information from the driver here? No, we do not. But Baron is in the pits. Kapow goes out. Honda goes in. It's a perfect swap. And that should be Kapow's stop and go and 30-second penalty. Served, if I'm not wrong. He should have that served. Running into P1 here. 33 seconds to Dutchai, who's in P2. Still has his pit stop to serve. Stop and go for car 7. Stop and go 30 seconds for speeding into the pit lane for car 7. If I was this person, I would just do the pit stop now, in my opinion. He's building a good gap, but at the end of the day, he's going to rebuild that gap as he's looking at the fastest driver right now in his Ford. Sabao now exiting the pits in P9, and he gets a stop and go 30-second penalty. A lot of people have stop and goes here. See some fighting between P5 and P6 here. Channel versus Yaki. 0.6 behind. Turning a little bit less into the corner. Looking to make a move down. He's actually on the spin, and there's contact. There's contact! And they push Phoenix off the track. And that's a stop and go for car 29 for speeding into pit lane. 3 laps remaining to serve that. That will be Dutchai with the stop and go penalty. Still has to serve his pit. Car 7 with a stop and go penalty for speeding into pit lane. 2 laps remaining to serve out. What else can we look at? P12 and P13 here, just 7 tenths separated. P6 and P7 4 tenths separated. Can we see another move? They're on the brakes on this car. Mr. Richards is a little bit skinny, just white line, nearly touching the gas. Goes off the track a little bit over the white line. Really good at camera angle here. Try and get some screenshots with you. Yeah, fighting side by side here. There. Oh, sniffing Zetti's rear bumper there. P7 does have a stop and go penalty, 30 seconds. And that's Cinders off the track in P13. Who else? P4 is 16 seconds away from P3 and is 5 seconds ahead of Baron with a stop and go penalty of 30 seconds. Oh my god, Jonathan looked a little bumpy there. But Jonathan still needs to make his pit here. This will be good for P3. These are this lap, there's 16 minutes left. He has to distillate this lap, cool it, and heads the best. Ooh, spins the wheel down. Speeds into the pit lane. Pretty sure he just sped into the pit lane, if I'm not wrong. That will be under investigation, I think. As he now serves his pit. Yeah, there's no like pit stop. You just stop and just stay here. That's what you do in this one. no crew that comes out and changes your tyres. But new tyres are applied, I think. And that is just 15 minutes left on board. Just right, still has his number 21. Which is Jonathan, has a stop and go 30 seconds in the pit lane, or speeding into pit lane. Pretty sure that what's going to happen is, he will lose out on P3 now to P4. So that was military. Should have took it a little bit more carefully into it, it still would have been fine. P4 is always nice anyway. Phoenix had a great drive today. I think I was doing like the midfield, coming back up to P4. Yeah, really good drive today, Phoenix to have. P15 off the track again, spraying those yellow flags. What is it with this guy? I do not know. I think it's just a little bit losing the tyres. I don't think his tyre pressures are high enough. As the BMW is going around the corner, watch the guy in front of him in Demar going off track in the McLaren. Baron comes out of the pits. He's just served his stop and go here now, so that's good. He is in P10. Not bad for a stop and go. Camera is in P2, he's served his pit stop. P1's already served his, when? Anyway, P1's 33 seconds ahead. Car 21 has a stop and go for 30 seconds for speeding into pit lane, so let's try and find him. He's Jonathan again. He's got another speed through, so he will have to serve that again. Oh no, sorry, he'll have to serve it. There's like 2 laps left for it. 17 laps done so far. Or in some cases 9 laps for careful. Yeah, no. Raptor. Let's call him that. I think I finally got that right. But Raptor looking strong in P2. He's also in the Ford here. Unfortunately, our Powerboard couldn't get the Ford into P3. It will be a triple Ford podium here. But yeah, it is what it is. And that isn't full Honda here. P6 will improve to P5 though, I think. With Jonathan's stop and go penalty. A little bit of tyre loss there. I don't know if he actually did anything, just didn't do that. But he did slide around the corner. So I think this will give Honda P5 here. In the McLaren. Jonathan definitely frustrated with his stop and go penalty. Really didn't need that together. Yeah, guys in to serve it this lap. really needs to be careful now. Good pit entry. That was good pit entry. Capel was in the pits, so we're going to pit. Think repair and damage. So that will be a stop and go for 30 seconds with Jonathan here, losing his P4, getting into about P6, I'd say. Ooh, Phoenix is off the track in P3. Yeah, no. Jonathan Day is at P3, Jonathan. From the top of the territory. 10 minutes left of the session here, lads. Let's not fall asleep now. Cinder's on P11 here. Ooh, P11 will end. Cinder's locks up, I think. And spins. And just rams himself into the wall. Perfect. He's... don't know why that number increases. I think it's the amount of warnings I get. But he's on 17 apparently, I think. No. I think it's their rating. I'm pretty sure it's their rating. Lads, what is this? What am I watching? Oh my god. What am I watching? Capel still has to service like his pit. Oh my god. If he doesn't service pit, he gets disqualified, right? That's how Formula 1 works. I just know Formula 1. Pretty sure I still get points in this game. Really late on the brakes for Capel there. Really late on the brakes. Highest curbs like always. 0.4 behind, 0.3. You can see it's catching, he is catching. Looks to the inside, decides to not go for it, smart move there. Just wait for Z2 to mess up. Oh, a little bit too much throttle on the corner there, but saves it. He does get blue flagged for the car behind. Oh, Honda's in the P5. Okay. 0.7 behind, and there's synchronicity. How's that 0.9? Oh, P1 is rapid. 2 seconds ahead of P7. Z2. Yeah, Honda now under pressure of PayPal. Oh, Jonathan is in P9. Stop and go for drive through ruined in there. P5 for Honda right now. Capel still has to service penalty, I don't know why he's still out there. Sociopath is P6 right now. He has 16 seconds to P5. P1 is just zooming. 2.4 now ahead of P7. P13. Let's have a look at fight for position. He's in P2, so he's doing good. That's a lovely sound that car makes on that curve. Capel still has to service penalty, so does he run over Dutch line. Whoa, contact going on. Contact. By a lapped car as well. P13 just made contact with P9, making him go wide. I don't know if I have a reporting situation this week, but I'll report that to give him a time penalty there. Laps lap was a 148.47, and we've just got 5 minutes remaining. Good because my back hurts. Okay, try. A long day at school today. P3 is Phoenix is safe. His Porsche did really well today. Where did he start? That's the question. Is there anywhere I can like... Oh, I just clicked replay. Yes, I'm sure. Take me back. Here you go. P3 is secured. There's a little bit of car body on the road there. P1 is obviously secured. Z2 is P5. Honda's 1 second behind him in P4. Wait, hold on, that doesn't work. How do they swap the numbers? Oh well. I think I messed him up though. Jonathan and P9. Blount is still over him, even though he's lapped. Dutch still has to service pit here. Left. I don't know what the green and like yellow mean really. Go on. Amazing racing today. There's only been like 3 accidents, aside from Capel, really him. Levy goes off the track, touches his wheel onto the dirt though. You know, we haven't seen much of P1. Still holds the fastest lap. That has to be an extra point for him if the points are included. Again, if I commentate again, I'll probably research on this, but P1 is most definitely secured. He's nearly lapping P4. Just go off the track a little bit though there. But he should be fine, as long as he doesn't get a stop and go penalty. Even if he does, he'll probably be fine. But yeah, P4 is Honda. Z2 is behind the by 1.5 seconds. Interesting. 3 minutes remaining here. 3 minutes for these guys to get their last positions on track. This is where they really need to push because it takes about nearly 2 minutes to complete a lap, so they really need to push here to try and get the last positions. Capel's in the pits finally. Sorry, I'm being a little rude on stream. I'm certainly my bad guys. Dutch is still chasing down Sociopath here. I finally got that name correct. Yeah, no, P7 at the moment for Dutch. He needs to try and chase down P6 if he wants that final position. He has 1.3 seconds to capture up. He has 2 minutes on the clock remaining. P4 is solid. P5 is ZT. 1.9. Capel still has to pit, I think. Amazing racing today. I reckon we should do a night race next. But, yeah. What else? Let's see. We got Catan needs to pit, Dutch Chinese, or Duchai, whatever you want to call it, needs to pit. So I have to do it now. I can't do it otherwise. P1 right now. Dagon has started on P1, I think. Or was that Ballon? I can't remember. Don't take my word for it, but I think he started on P1. He started on P1, I think. He went the entire race on P1. And he's about to finish P1. And he's got fastest lap. If there's a driver of the day, I nominate him as driver of the day again. I don't know if they do driver of the day, but they should. If there is, he's definitely driver of the day. Look, he's still improving his lap times now. In certain corners. But he's definitely driver of the day here. Mainly because he's dominating the sport. This is the only time I would give for dominating, but I've never seen someone put so much effort into a race that it ends up like this. And he's going to have the final lap of the race here. Coming down to 5 seconds, across the line. Really do it, he just about makes it.
Right man, leader is on the final lap, give it all you can.
And now he's on the final lap. He could take it cool, but no, he's going to push. Let's see where P2 is. P2 is safely secured by Raptor. 33 seconds ahead of P3. Where was it? P3 is Phoenix Grey. He has got P3 by 17 seconds. Safely secure in P3 today. And where did Jonathan go? So she passed into the pits. Kind of gave up on his race. Jonathan, how are you? He's on his with me. Ooh, a little bit spicy from P9 there. 2 times behind on the final lap. Very position here. Into the gravel. Baron makes the move. And that's Baron into P8. Pretty sure it'll win there. So he will be in P8 now. Unless Jonathan can do something on the final lap too. He gets a little roasting, goes wide. Leaders finish the race. Goes into the ground with Jonathan Davis, trying to push the car out extra bit. Of course, he takes a different route to the whole end of the race, but yellow smoke in the air, coming across the final corner, through the checker flag. They're going to finish the race in P9. Yeah, the leader into pits now. Amazing race from him. They started on pole, raced in pole position all the time, and finished on pole position with the fastest lap. I think that's the best you can do. I think a pole in qualifying as well. So best out of all sessions here today. Wrapped into pits. All these guys are going into pits now. He's returning to pit, I think. He's not even going to try to go across the finish line. Phoenix in P3. Wilson can take his course across the line in P3 here today. Phoenix great, takes P3, very excited to see everyone across the Canada. Very excited for him. You can see the smoke surveying his podium coming from the stands. And that will be P3 for him today. And he will be returning to pits. Who else is on the racetrack? He's finished. don't think anyone else is on the racetrack. Phoenix is there, but he's, I think, returning to the pits. Just gotta wait a couple of seconds. All pulling into the hard shoulder. No, he needs to go back to pits. I'm pretty sure he's the only one we're waiting on now. He goes into the pits. Ah no, station path. There we go. Amazing race from all these lads today. The Mo goes into the pits. Who are we waiting on? Phoenix. I will take a screenshot of that because I don't know who will. But P1 26 laps with the fastest lap. Camo went to P2. We originally seen him in, I think P10 it was, but he went to P2, which was good. I'm really happy with Phoenix. You can tell he's happy as well. P3. Really good performance for him today. Jonathan was up there, but then slowly fell down the order. Seems happened to his tyre pressures or something, but I just saw him slide all the time. Maybe a little bit too much oversteer, making him slide, but we won't know. Capel had 130 seconds onto his time, and Dutch on. So I don't know what's happened there. Yeah. But no, yeah, Phoenix really happy with the P3 today. I think it's well deserved. Both P1 and P3 are driver of the day. If they do that. And he just bashed up his car into the pits. Okay. He went full way to end off there. Away, P18 for me. Spectator. Way. But yeah, no, amazing race. I'm gonna no, that's what was amazing race. I'm gonna end the stream here, guys, because my commentary is finished. If you like the commentary, ask him to let me do it again. I enjoyed the race. I prefer to race, but I enjoyed commentating it. But yeah, no, it was an amazing race. And yeah, that's it really. Thanks for watching the stream or re-watching it on YouTube. When you finish this race to see the commentary. Amazing race, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next week on Friday. Well, this league will at some point. Bye.